Prosecutors resting R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago. So the Chicago trial is finally the prosecutors finally the final words, and now R. Kelly's defense is going to get to respond to it. He's already been given 30 years for the racketeering and sex trafficking in New York.
We gonna add on another
80
years, as you said.
You already know what I think. We'll get to that though. Let's go here. So in this case right here, they brought 3 particular witnesses up who all said that he met them around the ages of 14 and 15. You know, one in particular, Nia. She was very important to them. She's a 42-year-old woman who went by the pseudonym Nia, taking the stand Tuesday morning. She was the 4th and final accuser to testify in the trial of Kelly's hometown. The 5th accuser, who prosecutors had said during openings would testify, never did. They didn't explain why. Well, funny enough, that's another reason why the Chicago trial is happening, because the 2008 trial, they're saying that R. Kelly rigged it by paying off witnesses, or paying off the girl who was supposed to testify, and from the video. Remember the video that was sent to the Sun?
Yeah.
Now, some people believe that video was sent to the Sun by, what's her name? From the surviving R. Kelly, the one he was dating, he got kids with.
Andrea.
I guess that one. The one who said she sent her niece.
Huh?
No, the one who said she sent her niece. Sparkle. There's a certain contingent of people that believe that it was Sparkle who sent that tape to the Sun. So, I don't know. We know when you look
alleged. Alleged.
It's alleged. You know, some people say when you watch that Surviving R. Kelly, most of the women, you walk away feeling like they are mad because he didn't help their career. Even though they were abused, they tend to focus on what he didn't do that he promised to do. Which is funny because that's the same thing that happened with the family in Atlanta. They signed their daughter over to him so that he can help their career, mature their career. And he ended up just making them, you know, some concubines for him. And then the parents got mad about it. But, you know, it's a deal you sign. But I just want to read this one particular part that kind of gives that feeling as well. This is: Kelly gave Nia, an aspiring actress and model, his telephone number after the 15-year-old asked him for an autograph in Atlanta Mall in 1996. He testified, she said, Kelly knew her age when he invited her to a concert in Minnesota, bought her plane ticket, and sent a limousine with an all red interior to pick her up. On the way to the airport, Nia stopped to buy a red rose for Kelly, which she placed in her hotel room. When Kelly came to her room, he kissed her, then told her to undress and sit next to him on the bed. She said she was uncomfortable, but did as he said. After touching her and himself, he quickly left, she said. I never got a chance to give him the rose. Nick spoke calmly and clearly as Kelly, wearing a dark blue suit and black face mask, sat some 25 feet in front of her and looked directly at her. When Jane testified earlier in the trial, he often kept his eyes down. Nia said that for weeks after meeting Kelly, he promptly answered all her calls. But before long, he never answered them. When she saw him years later at a video shoot, she said she was hurt when he didn't appear to recognize or acknowledge her. She ended up suing Kelly in the early 2000s, alleged sexual abuse. Kelly quickly settled, paying her $500,000. Now, what does that sound like?
Sounds like somebody wanted some recognition when she saw him.
Like, look, what he did with these young girls was wrong. But the fact she said when she saw him at a video shoot, she was sad. She was hurt that he didn't recognize her or acknowledge her, that he didn't greet her.
I mean, she was allegedly abused. I would think she'd be upset even seeing him in the room. That would, that
would make her scared and want to get up out of there.
Exactly, but it was the opposite. She wanted attention.
That's all we're gonna say on that. Because I just want to show this little part here. He also faces sex charges in Illinois and Minnesota. They'll be pursued after the current Chicago trial is over. This is what I think gonna happen with R. Kelly. Because another thing in this case, they're saying that he's also being charged.
Where's the trial at now?
Huh? In Chicago.
Chicago is in Illinois.
Yeah, I guess they mean another part of Illinois. I guess
Illinois is going against him.
So I guess he's gonna get Chicago right now, the city of Chicago. Then it'll be against the state of Illinois. Then it'll go against Minnesota. Now, in this case, he's also being accused of publishing and receiving CP, child,
Yeah.
Well, if he received it, who did he get it from?
Well, that's a bigger fish.
That's the biggest thing.
Seems like they would be trying to use R. Kelly to get the bigger person.
When I read that, remember, that's a big thing over in Ohio, Illinois. That Midwest area is really popular with this ring that's going on over there.
Well, that's by the water.
Exactly. But when I saw that, I said, wait, he received? Then what we talking about? Who did he get it from? Which we said the same thing in the Ghislaine Maxwell thing. All these people allegedly on film, on tape, with these little girls or these young girls, and none of them got it. Just her. She just went down by herself.
Wow.
So clearly they didn't care to actually get the people who were a part of the ring. If you're only gonna get R. Kelly in the situation when he received it as well, you need to find out who gave it to him. But we know the industry. This is remember
He's the fall guy.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, remember
Kelly's
that case
the fall guy.
Son of Sam. There's a Netflix series on Son of Sam, and it broke down how this thing went up high as hell to a trafficking ring led by a Hollywood producer. He was a producer, remember?
Producer.
And he ended up getting, every time they connected and found these people, they ended up dead. When they connected them to the Son of Sam or the organizations that he came from, they popped up dead. And I think it was in Minnesota. I know the producer died in New York, but the organization was outside a military base. I believe it was either in Minnesota or Ohio or something like that. I can't remember. So, but I think he'll obviously be found guilty. But because of that part where it said he received, I think he'll be found guilty. He'll go against Illinois and Minnesota if he's found guilty, given however many years. And in 2 years, you'll hear a story about R. Kelly was found in his cell, unconscious. And next thing you know, it'll be announced that he's dead. And everybody will be like, dang. And that'll be the end of that story. He also, the last thing on this, R. Kelly opts not to testify at his federal trial as defense attorney begin presenting their case. So they've already started, there's 5 people they're trying to trip up and find holes in the story. But more than likely, ain't really much they're going to be able to do for him. To see Christopher Wilson, a former Chicago police detective and family friend of McDavid's, who testified that McDavid told him Kelly was being blackmailed. Wilson said he traveled to Kansas City with a private investigator to meet with the alleged blackmailer. He said he did not personally witness anything illegal. And as a cop, he would have been required to report it. He got Mary Green and 3 other people, Arnold. I don't think there's much they're going to be able to do for him. Like
R. Kelly finished.
He's done. I think in 2 years, he'll get Aaron Hernandez.
And that's why you notice, right? You notice that BET, Soul Train had already given him his
awards and stuff
because he knew that it was approaching that time where he had to fulfill his ritual.
Yeah, ritualistic. And in the industry, there's a lot of ritualistic CP going on anyway with the kids. And we about to get to one recently. Like I said, this is the one that just kind of popped out of the thin air and nobody really saw it coming. As I said, Aries Spears was just talking about Lizzo's weight and joking and stuff.
Yeah, shit like the emoji shit.
Yeah, and he got some backlash for it.
Now, y'all saw that episode that we did about Lizzo.
Oh, look at him. Yeah, all right.
And Duke said, I said far worse stuff about Lizzo than Aries Spears. I commented on Lizzo's weight, which he commented on her weight too. But I didn't say she looked like a shit emoji.
Mm-hmm. That's
what you said.
Because now we got into a little argument because he was saying, why Aries Spears said that he fat. And I said, yeah, he is, but he got eyes. He can say what he want. And I said, you said worse about him.
I said, I'm a person who is fit and I can talk about Lizzo.
You can, or you are?
I can.
You just can, or you are?
I can and I am.
Okay. Let's
So,
move on to the next one.
damn, you can hear everything in this mic. You can hear a rattle. You can hear a heartbeat. You can hear anything.
Actually, you can't hear it in the what you call it, I don't believe anyway.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to this right here. Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears are accused of child abuse in a lawsuit. A civil lawsuit filed Tuesday in Los Angeles Superior Court by a 22-year-old woman on behalf of herself and her younger brother accused renowned actor,
Who's a renowned actor?
comedian, and author Tiffany Haddish and fellow comedian Aries Spears of abusing their plaintiffs sexually when they were both minors. Filed using the pseudonyms Jane Doe and John Doe, brother and sister, the lawsuit alleged Haddish and Spears groomed the young plaintiffs and coerced them into filming sexually explicit child pornography skits. The plaintiff alleged they were introduced to Haddish and Spears through their mother. The lawsuit describes Haddish as a longtime family friend. I looked up the mother. You see here, the plaintiffs alleged they're induced through the family friend. The lawsuit contends Haddish and Spears took advantage and stole the youth of a 7-year-old child and a 14-year-old child. The lawsuit highlights 2 separate incidents of alleged sexual abuse of minors, alleging that both took place in Los Angeles. Jane Doe accuses entertainers of pressuring her to mimic fellatio for a video in 2013. Lawsuit also contends John Doe was coerced to appear in a sexually suggestive video in underwear, and that the 2014 film featured both Haddish and Spears. The video through a pedophile's eyes found its way into the comedy video website Funny or Die and elsewhere on the web. Funny or Die found the video absolutely disgusting and would not produce such content, a spokesperson for the company said in a statement shared with NPR. Of course, they're going to say that. Said they removed it in 2018 when they found out about it. The attorney of Haddish, Andrew Bretler, Haddish attorney, discarded the plaintiff's claims against his client as bogus. Bretler said the plaintiff's mother had been trying to discredit Haddish with these accusations for several years. Every attorney who initially taken on her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear the claims were meritless and Ms. Haddish would not be shaken down. Now, she has her adult daughter representing herself in a lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action.
What's the consequences?
I guess they're going to sue him back with defamation. I think that's really all they can.
Is it defamation? We saw the video.
Well, you could say that you put it in the improper context or something like that.
Were they paid for this video? Did the mother give them approval to do this video? Was she able to look over this video before it went out, the content?
When the mother said she didn't see the video until it hits Funny or Die, she saw it on the website.
But she okayed them to go be in the skit.
Apparently she did. She didn't know anything about it. I don't know if she knew about a skit being done. Maybe she knew about a skit, but she didn't know what the skit was going to be. Maybe you could say that. That could be negligence, I guess you could say.
Well, no, because she's a mother. And if she allowed her kids to go do the skit, she should have known everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Description lines that was involved in
if I say you consider that negligence.
On the mother's part?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, now the attorney, Andrew Bretler, I'm pretty sure you know, is the attorney for Prince Andrew of the royal family in England when he got caught up in that Epstein saga.
And he was accused of what?
Child
trafficking.
It's kind of crazy how she went and got that lawyer. He's known for representing people accused of some type of sexual abuse. So I guess that's kind of his thing, the way things he defends. You come get me, I'll defend you, and throw it back on the people that's accusing you. So yeah. Now the little boy, I have the video. Should I show it?
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to show it.
Is it going to get flagged?
Well, no, the dude the place I found, a guy had already.
Oh yeah, he blocked out.
He kind of blocked up everything, but I'm not even going to show it. Basically, it was Aries Spears being left to babysit. Well, in the video, the little boy played as.
You know what? Go ahead and show it.
No, I don't think we should.
You think it's gonna get flagged?
No, because you can't really see nothing. You have to, read what he wrote anyway. So basically, Tiffany Haddish, the little boy plays her son in this skit, and she leaves him with her uncle, and the uncle obviously is a pedo. So the whole thing is about him. The little boy and his boss is playing with a toy, and he looking at the little boy through a newspaper while R. Kelly's
eyes cut off. Yeah,
with the eyes cut out so you can see through the newspaper, and they playing R. Kelly song. How you said? What's the song R. Kelly got? My body's. I forgot the damn song.
My body. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So you kind of get where they were going with it. Matter of fact, the title of it is Bill Cosby's Home, 2014, I think it's
Then got nothing. And then Bill Cosby wasn't accused for being
with no
a pedo or being with underage children. He was accused of being with grown ass women, slipping them date break drugs.
What they call them? Quaaludes.
Quaaludes.
Thigh openers, as Hugh Hefner call it. They let him just get away with it. Then they released a doc on him after he died, saying that he did some crazy shit. But anyway,
he's a white man, and he's gonna get away with it.
Yeah, I get it. So now this situation, obviously in Hollywood, is not nothing new. You could say that it was just a bad joke. It was just unfunny skit. I don't understand what was funny about it when I was watching it. I don't know what I was supposed to laugh at. You could say it was just an unfunny skit, a bad joke, but the fact that they also said it, apparently Tiffany Haddish told them that they were doing this to get them on Nickelodeon. They were doing this to get them. What does that say?
So this was an audition tape for the CEOs of Nickelodeon?
Well, who's also connected to Nickelodeon?
Nick Cannon. And Orlando Brown has come out with some accusations.
Outrageous accusations against him. So this, we know the industry is sick.
They're alleged, but I do believe they're true. Yeah, they true.
So yeah, I would not be surprised if there was even more to this. Now on the other side, could it be possible that the mama is just trying to get some bread, and maybe she saw the skits, didn't find it appropriate, and now she's suing, not even just for being offended by the video, the skit, but the money.
Well, it's no longer the mother. It's the daughter now. The actual.
So you think the mother has nothing to do with it?
She's got a hand in the behind the scenes.
Of course, that's the point.
It's not the mother. It's the daughter that's suing.
But yeah, so that's that case. It was going viral all over the place. Everybody was talking about it.
It wasn't just that. I think they said that she made them have a scene together too.
What do you mean?
With the older sister.
Well, yeah, she said she tried to teach her how to do a skit performing fellatio.
Yeah, that's a kid. That's not funny.
That's what I'm saying.
So Tiffany Haddish should be out of here.
But doesn't that kind of go with the personality that she created for herself? This super ratchet,
So you saying ratchet women do that type of stuff with kids?
Maybe ratchet wasn't the right word.
No. Stick to what you said.
Maybe ratchet wasn't the right word. Maybe I could say this personality of do whatever you want to do, degrading type personality. Maybe that goes with it.
Maybe for her.
All right, let's move on.